you actually gave examples of giving specific things that you checked. And what I'm thinking of are, I think it can be problematic, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but if all you see on a physical exam is WNL, that seems to be a very minimal type of recording. Have you found that to be a problem on charting?
It can be if you're doing it all the time on everything. And you're right, I made mention of that, and I probably should have been more clear. If you can put within normal limits, so WNL, if you're looking at skin, or if you've looked in the nose and everything is fine, but it's always a better idea if it's very simple, like writing LUCTA, lungs clear to auscultation. Write that in or type that in instead of just checking the box. Remember, you don't want every chart note to look exactly the same. So if you're writing within normal limits for everything over and over and over again, they may or may not take issue with that. Even with my paper notes, when I could just check the box that it's normal, and the box says lungs are clear to auscultation, no rhonchi, rales, or wheezes, I may check it, but next to it, I'll still write LUCTA to show that I actually did do this and I am taking it seriously, not going down the row and checking off every box possible. So thank you, Bob, for that clarification. Think variety. Just like we tell our patients to eat variety, chart with a little bit of variety. So this is the audit tool. So you can go through, I recommend people kind of pull a few chart notes and compare it to this, see how you're doing on a regular basis, what kind of risks are you falling into, because again, this is conventional medicine that we're kind of shoving naturopathic medicine on top of. So that's one tool. The other one that I want to just show people is this one, which is from the American Academy of Family Physicians. So this is not my own. It is copyrighted. I gave you the link. You can download this, and they give permission to doctors to download for their own practices. So I just want to give props to them. This is a quick cheat sheet that I really like. I think it's more straightforward than the audit tool. So you have your new patient visits and your return patient visits. Of your history exam, decision making, for a new patient, all three are required. You have to hit components in all of them to be able to bill a new patient. Established patients, 2 of the 3 are required. So this is what we've spoken to so far tonight. History exam, decision making. You can skip one of these components and still bill at the appropriate level. So let's say we have that 214. We did a detailed history. Let's say we skipped the exam. They're coming in, they're depressed. But the medical, it's moderate complexity. We're managing pharmaceuticals, herbs, drug interactions, counseling on self-care, assessing whether or not they're at suicide risk. This is going to be moderate complexity and be a 214, even if you didn't do a lick of physical exam. Not that I recommend you skip it completely, but even if you did, you could still bill that 214 as a return patient if you've met the history and the decision-making requirements. So if we follow our red line down here for history, it further clarifies what do you need. So a detailed or a 99214, you have to get at least 3 hit pieces of the 7 attributes or have status of 3 chronic diseases, get at least 2 to 9 review of systems, and 1 element of past family social. And they actually spell it out down here what they mean by those things.